Maybe the microphone works, that's nice. It's always good. Okay, good, I think we're on. So, a rabbit's diary. Basically, I think by doing things in one stream, that allows me to edit things into something more comprehensible. At the moment, we're just trying to organize our window so we can get as much information on it as possible while still being a streamer. So I'm thinking horizontal windows split with timestamps off because we've got them on a add-on and we've got a background that's easy to notice when words pop up. So I go for 6. And then for 102, resizing off, maximize displayed. Let's go with 8, 10. Let's go with 10. And always at 10. Turn resize off. So what I'm looking to do is the bottom of the screen is going to be not on the stream display. So because of that, I can use that to have all of my game window, and I can keep people's anonymity for whatever it is they're talking about and doing. Because you know, it's not my information to share out, so let's be a bit organized. Now I'm thinking one window is going to be for stuff that's important, but the other window, the second window, is going to be specifically for combat information. As a mage, I need to know what's being cast, so I can either counter it or I can capitalize on it. If it's a magic burst, I want to be booming stuff, and if it's a debuff, I want to make sure that my ninjas can cast their tools, paladins can cast their spells, and DDs don't get paralyzed, all that good stuff. So we've separated our two windows from vertical to horizontal now. We've removed the timestamps, we've changed the window background, we've set the maximum lines to 10. This is just a test, so while I'm doing that, I'm also on OBS, so although you can't see what I'm doing, I am looking at other windows, and with the other window it is with the edits on. So for instance, there's no chat below the compass on the stream, which leaves me up quite a lot of space to, hang on, let me see if I can show you. Let's go with display capture and not Final Fantasy, and then remove the wiki. So I think you can see that. Now if I turn OBS on, it'll get really crazy because the window's in Windows. So these are the edits I'm currently working on. Not relevant right now, so we'll get rid of those as this was unplanned. And where this line is here, everything above is displayed on the recording and everything below is not. So by knowing that's where my limit is, I can put relevant information on the screen, right? At least that's my theory. Now, we need that extra space because that's going to double up eventually, so let's put that there. So how does that look? That looks fine, that looks fine. It's not dead center, so we can bring that across. That's pretty center. So that means now that if I cast spells and stuff, that's all on there. And if I'm in a party and things, that isn't, but that's okay because that's on the add-on as well. So I can bring the XP bar up. We can have that as the bottom. Just move that up and out of the way. Well, we know that's the middle, so we can do that. So let's go with HorizonXI and come up to the top till my arrows come up here and then slide in. XP bar. Limit point mode, we don't have those yet on this character, so that don't matter. Bookends, that's these little shiny things at the end. Inline mode, all that kind of stuff. So let's see if we can... Where's my cursor gone? There it is. Come on. There it is. Okay, so scale, and then X and Y, like that, and then a little bit bigger. That should do it. And let's see if we can drag that across. There we go. How does that look on the stream? That looks like it's nice and tidy. Okay. So money. When you've got HorizonXI open, excuse me, when you've got HorizonXI open, you don't have to press shift and stuff to move things around. You see the bar at the middle here, it says configuration mode. And also on the right hand side here, you see you've got all the player stuff. That means that because you're missing the information in the bottom right hand corner, that's not really so problematic. So that's nice. So we can come out of this. So we can just type HorizonXI again, and it'll close. Let's open it one more time. Go to General, and then Lock, and type it again so it closes. Now we can't move anything around. Let's check on the stream. That looks fine. Doopy doopy doo. So what we could do, go into studio mode like this, and we can see what's being said. Now because there's a double overlay window, we can see what we're missing and what the stream is getting. So if I switch back to Final Fantasy and then transition that over. Oh, wrong place. There we go. And go to that one. Zip. That's what it looks like. Just sort out my windows. So then, let me just bring you back into window capture of the Final Fantasy. So you can now see both. You can see what I can see, and you can see what's going to be streamed. So we can modify this a little bit better, and just get the relevant stuff and put that better onto a screen. Let's see how that looks. Not so good. Not so good. Not gonna lie. Let's do that then. No, that's all going wrong now. So let's just go back. There. Okay, good. So, display capture. Let's put that back to where it was. Let's put you back to where it was. So, let's remove this out. Let's join the live stream, you see, doing new things. So let's turn off display capture. I think that's what you're watching. So let's turn off the game. Let's do a transition there. Go. So you are now watching my screen. This is what I can see. But you can't see the OBS. So, no good way around that apart from what you're going to get to see. So, here's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm currently looking at. And then we're going to edit that like we did before. And then we now look like that. Which is cool, I think. Maybe. I'm going to keep switching it over so you can see what I can see. Like that. Not sure what it's going to look like. Like that, okay, it's not so bad. Let's go back to display capture. So you can now see what I can see again. Um, so this is the game window. So let's switch that over. Like that. So we are where we should be. So we've got a nice bar at the bottom. So we can unlock the Rabbit webcam. Bring him out of his little hole. We can zoom him up to his proper size. There we go. That's his little cottontail and all that. It's a bit annoying. Let's get back to display capture so you can see what I can see. There you go. No, you can't see that because I haven't got OBS on, so that makes no difference. Let's switch those around. Oh. We will figure this out. Looks like that looks good. Okay, so we can now unlock the scroll bar. That where it wants to be. We don't have a happy scroll bar. It's very strange. Okie dokie. Hopefully that's better. Yeah, it's looking better. So now instead of having just a scroll bar, we can actually have the relevant information to what we're doing for the day. Yeah, it's better, isn't it? That's much better. Much better. And that means now we can actually have proper titles and things. So let's copy. Let's go into settings and bring you into OBS. Let's come out of studio mode real quick and then make that really small so it doesn't hurt everyone's eyes. And then we'll put the chat window over the top. There is no one in chat, it's just it stops everything going crazy in the replay window like that. See, just stops it, that's all. There. So we just need to cover that bit. As long as we can cover that bit, we're all good. Right. So we're working on here right now with the intent to copy, paste, drag that down there. We don't want that as a scroll bar. That's just because I wanted to keep the size and stuff the same. So scroll settings, scroll speed is 0. Yeah. Okay, let's not do that. Just make a new one. Okay, so you back to where you were. It's better. And we'll just make a new one. We'll just make a new one. So down to the plus sign, go to text. This one we're going to call daily. Plus info. And the whole point of that is just it's a placeholder, so we know what it is. It doesn't matter about any of the details. It's just a matter of it being where it's supposed to be. It's in the middle of the screen, more or less in the middle of the green. Plus there's the numbers either side of the box. I'm sure there's an easier way to do this. Just don't know it yet. Okay. And then we can go into filter, edit, make this into a scroll bar, and then don't have to loop anything. But the width, we can set the width here. I think it's 3, 5. Something like that. And then of course we can do all our normal stuff. It's not going to be that big. I mean, 72. Go into the filters, edit height, and you can change it that way. Hate that font. Just any other font will do. Maybe not that one. This feels wrong. There, that'll do. And anything else will be fine. Don't need transitions, colours. Deal with all that in a bit. Okay, filters. So width. This was 100 to start with, wasn't it? Defaults. That goes there. So that should spread out based on what we want, right? So I can keep filling that up with jargon. But you want me to start over here. So that's how it's going to look. So, no, not filter. Properties. And alignment. You can auto correct our grammar. No, we don't want that. See through. Little bit gentler on the eyes. And then a colour. We're in Final Fantasy, so yeah, the blues always do well. I do like a little bit of a darker neo colour when it comes to blue. So let's have a look. Let's go into studio mode. Pull that out a lot. Transition over. Switch from display and look at the game. Transition that over. That one. What is the right size? Oh gosh. I think I just found out how to do it. Oh. Not sure about this. Something a little bit more sensible. Yeah, there we go. Gosh. There we go. That looks better. Now the colour. Should we underline it? What does it look like underlined? That looks good. Okay. Colour. Let's go with the darker, brighter Final Fantasy blue. No, that's too dark. Okay, let's kick that up a gear. That's nice. Okay, there we go. A little subtler. There we go. That's better. So we've got the red. The red was nice for the fire, but I don't think that's nice for the general game of. So let's go with a green. Kick that down a touch. Bring that into the fluorescent spectrum. Good old Final Fantasy style. There we go. If I just learn something properly, let's try that. Like that. Like that. Like that. I did. Haha. Game on. Okay, so the rabbit a bit bigger. Hey. Now, so we do have space to do stuff. Now this map, this mini map, it's nice to see, but it's not useful for you. So the next thing I need to do is work that bit out. So let's come out of studio mode and then get ourselves a proper window. And that green's nice. I think the green and the blue's nice together. That's gonna be good. Just happens to be what we dress as normally. We need some black styles because that shade armor is nice. So with that title, info and display stuff, you know, in that we can edit. Let's go with that change. So this is going to be Michelle, this is the way. Whee! It's nice. Whoop. Oh, it's a little bit bigger than I was hoping. There we go, that's better. Right, let's come back out of studio mode. Right, let's look at that one. And then up the scroll bar, so that way we can't mess it up anymore. Windows capture, let's lock that one. Rabbit webcam, lock that one. Display capture. There you go guys, you can see what I can see again. Let's lock that one. And then turn it off because you know you don't want to see all that. We could turn it on and off. Let's bring the wiki to the top just so we don't get confused with stuff. I don't need that, get out. So scroll bar, dailies, screen capture, wiki capture when it's on, and Rabbit logo. Nice. Okay, so final check. Excellent. So that's what our stream is going to look like from now on. We can take the main screen. Let's have a look. Screen capture. And we can drag that up a little. Like that. because there's null information up there. Doesn't make any difference, and it's on the screen, so we can always do that. Don't think we really gain much by it though, so. It's one of those, isn't it? Yeah, it's more of a zoom effect, so it's not really what I'm thinking. So, whoop, let's go back. There we go. Hmm. No, I think that's as good as we're gonna find it without causing issues. Maybe we can drop them in the middle, maybe? That's better. I know we don't have to transition that, but I just like to, because you know it keeps me attentive to what I should be doing. Good memory muscle stuff. Right, so we need to sort out this mini map. So let's have a look. /min. And what can we change in the mini map? Position, scale, scale X and Y. Okay, zoom, rotate map, hide unknown maps, rotate map frame. There's a border. Does that give us something to work with? Gives us something. Draw monsters and things, that's fine. If it override, we don't want to play with that. Theme settings, square, circle. Okay, stick with square for now. Arrows, dot textures, data entry, frame texture settings. There's got to be a way for me to do that better. almost useful. So we can have a rotating map. I think that's nicer. And I think that if we're going to do that, I want it down here. So if we're going to have a rotating map, that's what I want. And we're going to zoom in just to the proper size. So look, find ourselves an NPC that's a long way away. There it is. Find out where he disappears. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's going to take a lot to get used to, but it's a compass map, right? It's supposed to be like that. So the players disappear about there. So we can go in one more, and that should do it. So, a compass map, literally, is the point my front, the way I'm running, is the way the map will rotate. Now, in the game map, that isn't the case. So, that will always be the way it is. So if we need to find things, we use the big map. This, I'm actually tempted to figure out a way that I could do this and have this is the mini map kind of thing. I don't know. We'll work on it. But as a stream wise, I think if I can work out another way for maps, then I will. Because also I don't know what's going to happen with that being down there, because you know it might interfere with some windows and things. So I don't mind sticking it up there somewhere. It's only tertiary information, isn't it? And then go slash clock. So, first quarter moon, everybody. Hey. A little bit down. A little bit across. There we go. It's fine for me. How does that look on the stream? Looks good. Looks good. So, what we was doing is we were going to go to do some loggings, as /see it all says there's only 1,150 people on the server. Now when I did that earlier it was like 700, so situation's changed as I was messing around with OBS. However, I think that's quite nice. Obviously when I look back at the recording I'll know better, but we will have to wait and see. Stream rate is true lows. Why is that? Shouldn't be. So let's have a look. OBS settings. Stream output. Encoder bitrate. That's not what it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be at 10,000. Let's have a look. How does that affect the stream? Does that make it look better? Looks fine on OBS. The return feed on the stream looks awful. Yeah, it looks better when it's kicked up to her HD, so don't need that. dum. So, we're going back to the Mog House. Yeah, mini-map's in the way. So let's put that there where it's not in the way. Okay, so need to bring the XP bar up a little bit. No, we need to bring the window capture down a little. Should be it. That looks better. Okay, so this is just a diary of what I've been running around and doing. So let me show you some macros that we've done. Macro sets. So we have our shade armor, which we're going to be using for promies and stuff. This is just my fashionable running around gear. Makes me look nice. And then we've got my current Red Mage equipment gear. We've got our logging gear, and we've got our MP heal gear. Not style into that, but equip the logging stuff. So we actually have logging gear on, but we are dressed all nice in black and sexy as we do with our red ribbon, because you know this is the way it is. This is the way. Everyone's got to wear their armor, and when I get a helmet, I'll put my helmet on, and it won't ever come off again. So they say. So for the time being, that is the end of a Rabbit diary, and we'll be doing some more videos very shortly. Now we have screen and stuff set up, we have Discord set up, we have mentors in place to help people, and we have a plan for events over the next few weeks on how we can help people. So this is the way. Look us up. Rabbit Diary Day 1.